All right, so you're trying to train your hair to wash it less often, but what happens when you work out? What about if you work a job that is in a really smelly environment? All right, I'm going to address the most asked questions whenever I'm talking about hair training and trying to wash it less. All right, my name is Ashley. I'm a hairstylist. I'm a mom to 4 super busy kids, and I used to wash my hair every single day. Wash, dry, style. And quite frankly, I just didn't have time for that. So I started training my hair a long ass time ago, and now decades later, I can go almost 10 days before I have to wash my hair. Now, I am a firm believer that anybody can train their hair to wash it less. And I am saying that because the proof is in the pudding, all right? I have helped clients of all ages, of all hair types. Now, has everybody been able to go from washing every day to 10 days? No, but has everybody I have ever tried to help been able to at least extend the period of time between washes? Absolutely. All right, now I'm not trying to josh anybody, right? Like I'm not trying to fool anybody. Does hair training take time? Yes. Does it take patience? Absolutely. And does it take a little creativity? Now I said every head could be trainable. However, it is not for every single person's lifestyle. Okay, those are two very different things. The science behind the sebaceous glands on our scalp and what you do on a daily basis are two totally different things. So maybe hair training's for you, maybe it's not. So if you're the person who enjoys going to hot yoga, for example, and you sweat your tatas off and you get out of that room and your hair is drenched in wet, girl, you're probably going to have to shower and wash your hair. All right. But if you're like a lot of people, like me, who their exercise is going for walks or doing some hand weights in their living room, like if you are working out but you're not like busting a sweat, then hair training is really easy. If you get a little damp, take your dry shampoo, spray it in there, shoot it with a blow dryer, and your hair is refreshed and you're ready to go. Now, if you're someone who works in a really smelly environment, right? Like my husband works at a dog food company. All right. If you're working in the factory making the dog food, your hair is going to stink and you're just going to have to wash it. All right. But if you're like me, or you're a stay-at-home mom, or you work in an office, or you work any of the places that don't have strong smells, there is no reason you can't train your hair to wash it less often. Then the last thing I'll address today is with your dry shampoo, how often do you apply it? All right. The number one tip I can give anybody is to put your dry shampoo on your clean hair. Like you washed it, you blow dried it. Now you're going to apply your dry shampoo on your clean hair. This is going to provide a protective barrier between the shaft of your hair and those sebaceous glands when they're secreting oils. So now when the oil does squirt out, it's protected and it's going to be absorbed by this instead of the shaft of your hair. So if you wash it every single day and you apply it, dry shampoo, to your clean hair, I can almost guarantee you're going to be able to wash every other day. Now after that, it's going to be pretty personal, okay? Everybody, depending on where you're at in your journey, is going to be a little bit different. I personally, who have been training for decades, I apply it on day 1. And then when I start to feel a little bit of oil, like usually like day 4 or 5, then I'll apply dry shampoo again. And then I'll apply as needed to refresh or fluff up whatever I've got going on. But if you are someone who on day 3 gets oily, use your dry shampoo and use it every day that you're feeling like you need to use the dry shampoo. All right. And by using something like this is an all natural pump dry shampoo. We're not having to worry about any of the chemicals or any of the things that we were really scared about last year when there was all those scares about like the chemicals and the cancer causing agents. You don't got to worry about that with something like this. All natural ingredients. It's got the pump. It works amazing. Doesn't make your hair sticky or stiff. You can still run your fingers through it, but it's still going to give you a little bit of texture and a little bit of volume. A couple people comment on the price. It is not expensive when you think about how long this actually lasts. This bottle is going to last you 4 to 6 months. Easy. I don't care if you're using it every day or every few days like me. All right, if you have any questions about this, let me know. Otherwise, I will link this one down below for you. But like I said, anybody can train their hair to wash it less often. Does your lifestyle allow for it? Maybe, maybe not. I hope you have a great hair day.